Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, my adventures.
Incoming message.
Gathering manufactured materials at Dav's Hope, just kind of topping things off. We're pretty good. We just need to finish topping these off and I think we'll be just fine. Then we'll kind of go on our way for a little while. Go gather some encoded material at Jameson crash site. If some tritium shows up, we'll go after that. We'll do 3 gatherings where we fill up captures and archives at Jameson crash site. We'll go out to Ray Gateway a couple of times and move materials.
Incoming message.
And then we'll take the fleet carrier out to Cios and Sothis. Run some cargo missions till we kind of get tired of that. We might do another system exploration. Then we'll probably run out to the engineer for armor and then repeat. Come back here and collect materials and do the whole thing again, and then go after life support, and there's a few other, and fuel scoop, and there's a few that we haven't done at all that we might work on a little bit. So there's still a few things we can do. Our cargo ships now have weapons. They have burst lasers and they're all grade 5 with experimental. Pretty powerful. That cutter, it's not very agile, but boy, when it hits its target, their shields go down fast. So I probably won't do that very often, where I go after somebody. Be sure to look to the lower right hand corner of the video and press that subscribe button. That'll really help us out with YouTube. YouTube requires that I have 1,000 subscribers. After 10 months and over 1,100 videos, I've got less than 200, so it's not really working very well. So I need lots of help. YouTube allows you, as the viewer, to subscribe to 2,000 channels. We just need one of those, and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. But for some reason, most people have trouble giving out those free subscribes, and small YouTube channels that have under 1,000 subscribers really need them. They can't even get help from YouTube unless they get 1,000 subscribers. So we really need that. Underneath the video in the description, you'll see ways to donate and join our Patreon and find our fleet carrier so you can add tritium to its fuel tank. And underneath the video in the or to the far left, you'll see our YouTube channel, GFM_RDG, where there's over 1,130 more videos to watch.
Incoming message.
When these high density composites fill up, and they're not going to take too much longer, probably about 10 or 12 more of them. Then we'll go to Jameson crash site. Now we're down to 9 of those high density composites. Some of the others we got a long ways to go, but this is a fraction of the total amount of manufactured materials that you collect out here.
Incoming message.
So we have quite a few. Nice when we get 3 of those encodeds. Very nice. It won't be the last time that we come to Dav's Hope, though. It's part of the cycle that we have to do. It'd just be for this cycle. Before we go out to the engineers to use up some of the materials. And I'm not positive the armor that we have in the cargo ships are actually the wrong ones. I'm thinking they are, but they might not be. They might be right. But we want to, if not, we want to improve the armor just on the 2 cargoes. I think where the others are pretty good. Now our fighters have the right armor, and I might be able to use the one in the Fertilance on the Python. Switch armor. So I might only have to do one because we're probably not going to use the fertilants in the future. So we might only have one ship that we have to change out the armor for.
Incoming message.
I think we're down to needing 7 of those high density composites.
Incoming message.
And there'll be 6 after this one.
Incoming message.
Need 5 more. need 4. I'll need 3. I'm doing a countdown. And these are not full, and they're a little ways from being full, most of them. But this is just until we leave for Jameson. We'll be back at some point, though, to top off some more. We'll need to go to the material trader for manufactured materials there at Kansan.
Incoming message.
Before we come back. But it's all real good. Now we can go out and do some raw materials right before we go, and that's probably a good idea. So the next video after this one, we'll do some raw materials, and then we'll go to Jameson. I need 3 more of those high density composites before we go.
Incoming message.
I need 2 after this one. And we'll go do those raw materials, and then we'll go to Jameson. We need one after this one before we go on to raw materials. Yeah, I kind of have to have goals and move on to the next goal.
Incoming message.
This is the last one. It's full. This is full. See, it took its for the other word. Is this dark? Now we're going to go out to the crater. Is this down? Is this landing?
Landing gear retracted.
Is this landing?
Landing gear deployed.
Is this alternate? Is this down? Sis, ship. We'll pick up a few. And this really has to do with what percentage of materials are already full. If we get over 50% consistently, we'll probably go do something else. Is this dark? Or we'll go to Jameson after this. Where we're going. Do some fuel scooping, make sure we're maxed out, and head on out. Fill up the archives and capture encodeds, and then run out to Ray Gateway. Move it to those modified firmwares. Looks like everything's full. Not picking up anything. Let's see what we got. Oh, that one's not full. Oh, that's why. Chromium's full. That carbon's still not picking up. Niobium is full. Yep, those are all full now. There's how much full we see. This is how long we stay. Well, we're not going to stay a long time here because we already did the manufactured. That'll be on the next video. I think there's one over here. Yep, everything else is full. That's kind of what we were wanting to see. How full are they? There's still a few that we can pick up. I think that's all we can pick up. One polonium and an iron. Everything else is filled. Happy to see that polonium. That's a grade 4. We always like those higher grades. Again, be sure to press that subscribe button and consider donating and joining our Patreon and finding our fleet carrier and adding tritium to it. Watching more of our videos at GFM_RDG. There's one here, there might be one right over there. Sometimes you can see them because they look a little bit different. They might twinkle in the starlight and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's quite a few. Yeah, those last two are full. That doesn't really help us. See how far away things are. The more spread out that back radar is, the further the material is from the SRV. I think we see it. When you get closer, you can usually tell what rock you're going after. And sometimes there might be multiples and it'll split. Signal will split. The way this is acting, it looks like it'll probably split into two materials. Yep. Some sulfur, manganese. That one's full, that one's full. That one's full. Might see the next one. There's one over here. And the SRV has no traction whatsoever. These knobby tires, they mean nothing. They don't help at all. Might as well have slicks. It gets zero traction. See, this is not ice, this is dirt. And still no traction. Okay. That one's pretty strong. Okay. Getting closer to ending this video. I've been trying to find a good exit. Phosphorus, sulfur, and phosphorus. Okay, that was all of it. See how far the signals are. Yep, we're probably going to end it right here. Well, I appreciate you coming along. Please find ways to help the channel. Until next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye.